Hello everybody, this is Kyle out of Course for Draft Radio doing yet another wonderful Khans of Tarkir Draft, and man oh man am I excited. Ooh, Roar of the Challenge, huh? Interesting. This is certainly an interesting pack for us. I'm hoping to try Teamer this draft, although I doubt that's going to happen. There's a Bloodstained Mire, but there's also a Feat of Resistance and a Kill Shot, the two of which are probably the two best cards in this pack. There's also a Ruthless Ripper, but I think standard issue drafting practice is to take the hard removal, and even though it's just a reprint of Rebuke, Kill Shot is the best card in the pack. So that's what we're taking. And hello everybody, man, I'm excited. I just got 2 boxes of Khans in real life. This will be the 3rd draft that we're recording, and probably like my, I don't know, I basically just draft this whenever I'm bored, and that's a lot. So Khans has been very good to me. I will say that much. I've enjoyed it very much. I'm hoping to try something other than Abzan. Yeah, hoping to try some other than Abzan. I have to respond. We have a fan talking to us, Tom Juggler 1, who hopefully I will be playing. Seems like a cool guy, so always nice. As I was saying though, I'm really hoping to try some new archetypes. I haven't tried Teamer yet, I haven't tried Sultai yet, and I haven't tried Jeskai yet. I've been doing Abzan and Mardu primarily, and Abzan just seems like the strongest of the draft archetypes. And my reasoning for picking Abzan over everybody else is it has good creatures at every single rarity. You've got stuff like Einok Bonkin at 2, Salt Road Patrol at 4, just really solid stuff. But also, in addition to all of that, you've got Kill Shot, Savage Punch, Throttle, Rite of the Snake. Ooh, a Teamer Charm. Interesting. Target creature you control gets +1/+1. Fights interesting. Counter target stuff. That doesn't seem as good as Heir of the Wilds. That's what we'll take. We'll take Heir of the Wilds. Card is so sick. Ooh, and a Force Away. Huh. Well, this is an interesting pack for us. There's a Mistfire Weaver, which seems pretty cool. Nice little card to dodge removal with, certainly. But there's also a High Spire Mantis and a Force Away. And I think I'm going to take the Force Away. If we do get more Jeskai cards down the line, that'll be fine. But if we wind up in Teamer, Force Away is probably better. Although High Spire Mantis seems so good. I mean, this is safe. This is the safe bet, is the Force Away. But I guess the greedy pick would be the Mantis. There's also a Ponyback Brigade, guys. Don't ever underrate this guy. Ponyback Brigade is so good. I just don't think it's better than High Spire Mantis or Force Away. Or Mistfire Weaver, necessarily. I've never played Mistfire Weaver, and the Jin seem kind of cool. There's also a Leaping Master, which would be nice if it wheeled. But we'll take the Force Away. I don't mind being safe. Well, there's a Sage of the Inward Eye, which is what we're going to be taking. And I feel a little bit like an idiot, but that's okay. Wouldn't be the first time I've felt like an idiot on my stream. Certainly not. And that's okay in Magic. You're allowed to feel dumb sometimes. There's a Heart Piercer Bow, which I don't necessarily know how good it is. It seems like it'd be decent. Being able to ping stuff consistently seems good. There's also a Bring Low, which I think is a strong card. I think a Bring Low is what we're going to be taking. It just seems good to take removal when you can get your hands on it. But a Heart Piercer Bow is a card I'm looking to try. There's also a Throttle in the pack, but Bring Low seems pretty good. And we're getting signals that either Jeskai or Teamer are open. Mistfire Weaver is what we're going to be taking here. There is a Snowhorn Rider and a Monastery Flock, both of which are good. But I'll take the Weaver. And I will happily take a second Kill Shot over a Tranquil Cove. Kill Shot is, again, a nice little removal spell. Ooh, Treasure Cruise or Leaping Master. I'm going to hide this Heir of the Wilds. I think it looks like we're going to be in Jeskai, although I feel like Treasure Cruise is decent. Is Leaping Master worth it? No, I'll take Treasure Cruise. Seems fun. Ooh, and a Feat of Resistance to go along with it. Excellent stuff. Scaldkin is very good in our archetype. Nice efficient flyer. Sacks for stuff. Looks like we're going to be blue-white with a little bit of the splash of red, and it would appear. I'm actually going to take this Teamer banner over a Tuscalostodon or a Barrage of Boulders, and my reasoning for that is it has 2 of the colors that are going to be in our archetype, although I guess Barrage of Boulders is pretty good, but that's okay. I'd rather have some relevant mana fixing. We'll take Canyon Lurkers. I don't know if we're going to need a lot of creatures, but having some Morph guys is always important. Oh, and our Heart Piercer Bow Wield. That's excellent. I might give this card a shot. Skidoo. And a Rush of Battle. Also a playable card, especially if we have a critical mass of prowess creatures. Right now I'm going to hide these cards and just kind of stick to the ones that I know I'm going to be playing. So let's see here. We have an Ivory Tusk Fortress, which is a sweet card if you're in the Abzan archetype, but that's not a sweet card for us necessarily. I think the pick for us is actually going to be... Oh, there's also... I'm sorry, I'll go over the other stuff too. Ruthless Ripper is here in the pack. There's a Throttle, a Dragon Scale Boon, which is just such an insane card. An Awaken the Bear, which is a card people keep telling me is decent. But I think the pick for us is going to be between Efreet Weapon Master, one of the really powerful morph cards for the Jeskai archetype, Swiftwater Cliffs, and Tranquil Cove, and I am inclined to take the Weapon Master. There's also a Watcher of the Roost, but the potential upside on that I don't think is quite as good as the upside on the Weapon Master, and that's what we'll take. Interesting. There's a Jeskai Wind Scout, which I think is what we're going to be taking, but there's also stuff such as Crippling Chill, Scion of the Glaciers, which seems like a good little defender, another Bringlow, a Briber's Purse, which is kind of a cool little artifact. There's also a War Behemoth, a morph card I like quite a bit, and a Bloodfire Expert, and another Treasure Cruise. But I think we'll take the aggressive flyer over the situational removal. That's really the pick that we're going for there. Ooh, Dragon's Eye Savants is going to be our pick. I think there is a Crippling Chill again, but Dragon's Eye Savants is just nice. Gives us a little bit of information, and most importantly, it sets us up that we can protect ourselves. It looks like we're going to be using the air and setting up for big turns with morph creatures rather than getting to like a critical mass of prowess guys. So that's what we'll be taking here. Aerostorm is certainly a nice pull, and that is going to be what we take. Again, there's some interesting stuff to talk about here in the pack. There's a Rite of the Serpent, a Ponyback Brigade, and a Dragon Scale Boon. Guys, I can't really tell you how powerful Dragon Scale Boon is. It's a fantastic card, both on offense and defense, especially in the Abzan archetype, but it's just not what we're into right now. We are into, however, Aerostorm. There's also a Smite the Monstrous, which I kind of hope wheels. Interesting. So there's a Mardu Banner, a Windswept Heath, which I'm thinking about nabbing. Windswept Heath seems pretty good. And a Tranquil Cove. I think we're just going to take another Dragon's Eye Savants and just use that. So nice, get our defenses up, and then we'll be just fine, I think. So as I said, guys, it's looking like we're going to be blue, although we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that require red, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that require white. So it looks like we're going to be more blue-white. There's also a Jeskai Elder, but I'm not too comfortable with that card. And a Cranial Archive. Huh. I'm just going to take Tranquil Cove and fix our mana. That seems smarter to me. I will happily take another Mistfire Weaver, however. Gives us a little bit more aggressive on the flying side of things. And nice little stuff to help us dodge removal. There's also a Bloodfire Mentor and a Jeskai Banner in the pack. We can play Abomination of Goodle as well, but if it's just a morph creature, you know what I mean. Efreet Weapon Master is what we're going to be taking. Cancel is fine, as is Bloodfire Mentor, but this thing is insane. They will literally live in fear of this after being hit by it once. And I like instilling fear in our opponents. That's cool. Happy to see a Swiftwater Cliffs here. Crippling Chill is certainly a playable card, and it's what we're going to be grabbing. There's also a Glacial Stalker, not a card to be underestimated. And a Tygum's Scheming. Stay scheming. Rick Ross taught me that. Bloodfire Mentor is what we're going to be grabbing over Swift Kick. Although I guess maybe Swift Kick would be kind of cool. No, Swift Kick's pretty bad. Mardu Warchief is fine. Going to let us cast our Morph guys. A second Tranquil Cove is perfect, and it's something that I'd like to see. Yeah, Mardu Warchief is actually really good for us. Let us cast our 3 drops and get a 3/3. Gets us a little beef in the mid-range section. And I like getting a little in the middle, but she got much back. If we're going to be quoting Sir Mix-a-Lot. Look at that. They brought orcs back, and I'm so happy. Ah, sweet kiss like dregs. Dreads, not dregs. Dregs is a drafting thing. This is what happens when you have magic on the brain. Ooh, and we get a Cranial Archive. You're crappy. I won't play you. Well, that is unfortunate. Sagu Mauler is such a sweet card. We could have been in Teamer, I think, but I kind of like our little Jeskai build. Lots of flyers, little flyers, some good removal. We're taken to the air pretty quick. There's a Bloodfire Expert, a Mardu Horde Chief, but I'm actually going to take this Hordling Outburst. I mean, for 3 mana, I get 3 creatures. That seems pretty reasonable in terms of blockers and stuff. You know, plus it'll tick off Prowess. I'm willing to try just about anything. Ooh, and there's a Goblin Slide. Yeah, we're grabbing Goblin Slide. This card is insane. Even if we only resolve like 2 or 3 spells, the fact that it exists is insane for us. I would certainly like to use this Jeskai banner, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 ways to kill creatures already, plus our Force Away. So we've got ways to reach out and touch people. And I'd rather just kind of... Do I want a second Bringlow, or do I want a Jeskai banner? I'm actually going to take the Bringlow. I've been seeing a lot of good Abzan stuff, and I really don't want to get hurt by it, so... Going to prepare. It's important to prepare yourself for things that you might see in a draft. And there's really no better way to prepare than by taking an Arc Lightning. So that's what we're grabbing. Mini Cone of Flame. Mini Cone of Flame. Cone of Flame was probably my least favorite part of the last core set. God, that card was absurd. Someone called it a one-sided Wrath, and I'm inclined to agree with them. Although Arc Lightning is mini one-sided Wrath. Now that I've picked up so many good red cards, I kind of regret not taking Swiftwater Cliffs over a Tranquil Cove, but... Oh, and a Flying Crane Technique. Well, that's what we're grabbing. Holy Jesus. Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. That card is awesome. Wow, there's a Trail of Mystery. Wow, that's really good. But sadly, not what we're looking for. I'm going to take the Einok Bondkin. Nice card on the early game and in the late game, so that's what we're grabbing. I guess I could grab Jeskai Elder, although I don't think I have too many cards to make this guy that decent. In all honesty, I think I'm better off just taking Valley Dasher. Yeah, that's what we'll do, grab. I really don't have like a critical mass of good spells to make that guy super aggressive. I'm sad we haven't seen any Jeskai Apprentices. Ooh, there is a Smite the Monstrous, but I am going to take another Einok Bondkin. I feel like I need to beef up my creature slots a little bit more. We're a little on the low drop heavy side of things, but that's okay. Certainly not the worst thing that can happen. Snowhorn Rider is a fine card. I'm actually teetering between Cancel and Bloodfire Expert. It seems like our deck is going to take to the ground pretty early and then take to the skies for a final victory, whether it's through our Sage of Inward Eye or Wind Scouts or our Freets, or if it's with our Flying Crane technique. So I'm tempted to think that Cancel is actually a better inclusion in the deck than Bloodfire Expert, so that's what we'll take. Defiant Strike is fine, as it goes along with our mini theme. As is Blinding Spray, that seems fine as well. Although Retribution of the Ancients, clearly nobody is thinking that this card is good in Abzan, and I don't know why. Because that's... card isn't... I'm actually just going to take that. I'm not even going to play the other card. I don't like hate drafting, but that card is an incredible bomb. I'll grab... which Morph card do I want? I guess I can grab this one. And I'm not going to play 2 Mount Valley Dashers. And then Taigam Scheming. Excellent. So, we've got a nice critical mass of cards. I'm pretty excited about that, so that's always very nice. Yeah, pretty interesting so far. I'm excited to see how this deck plays out for us. Now, like I said, it appears like we're going to hit the ground running early, and then kind of batter them a little bit, and then get them in the air. I think that's the general plan for how this deck is going to play out. So we've got 25, 26, 31, 32 cards. Excellent. So we have 7 to cut. No, that's not true at all. We have more than 7. We have like 9 cards to cut. And I'm not cutting any of my creatures. 15 creatures is kind of important. So, actually that's not true. I can cut the Snowhorn Rider and feel pretty good about that. Because Goblin Slide is going to do stuff. I can cut Taigam Scheming. Yeah. Taigam Scheming is certainly a powerful card if you're in the Sultai archetype. But not if you're in our archetype. let's see what else is let's see what else is going on now. Let's see what goes on. To quote the children, to quote the youth. We've got a Heart Piercer Bow, a Goblin Slide. We're not cutting Goblin Slide. That's for freaking sure. Goblin Slide is insane in the membrane. I suppose we can cut Cancel. It's probably worse than our 2 Bringlows. Well, we'll remember that Cancel is in here. I'm not going to sideboard in Taigam Scheming. I don't need Taigam Scheming. I do like Cancel. Cancel is important. And that Snowhorn Rider, you know, if we need more creatures, like if we face an Uber aggro deck, I feel no shame in siding that in. The Heart Piercer Bow. Do I even want the Heart Piercer Bow, or do I want a Teamer banner? I'm a little hesitant about this. I mean, the Teamer banner is probably important, right? It gives us the red and the blue that our deck seems to need. So I'm actually thinking Teamer banner is going to make the cut, and I'm going to wind up sideboarding out Heart Piercer Bow. Yeah, Heart Piercer Bow I think is for a more aggressive deck than ours, and ours is not of the aggressive bent, I'm afraid. But that's okay, folks. We'll be just fine. I could be drafting this wrong. This is the first time I've drafted Jeskai, but you never know, right? And I certainly don't. So Defiant Strike, I think, is also going to get cut from our deck, and we'll see where we're at that point. So it's 22, 24, excellent, 28. So we have to cut 5 more cards? Jesus. Oh, it sucks that all of these cards are really good. We could cut... No, I'm not cutting any of these creatures. That's not happening. I'm certainly not cutting any of the white cards in the deck. The 2 Kill Shots and the Feat of Resistance are just really good cards. I probably could cut a Bringlow, but I don't want to do that. I kind of like having a lot of removal. Yeah, all of my spells seem good. I can't really cut this. Well, folks, it appears as if we're at an impasse. 22, 23, 20... Oh, I'm miscounting. I'm counting the land. So it's 22, 23, 27. I only have to cut 4 more cards. So that's not that bad. Interesting. I guess, no, that's not happening either. Huh. Yeah. No. I mean, I guess I could cut a creature, but that just seems sketch. Especially if I want to run Teamer banner. Treasure Cruise is staying in. I feel as if Treasure Cruise is going to be useful for us. Man, it's really hard to figure out what I want to cut. All of these cards are good. Folks, maybe you'll help me out. I honestly don't know what to take. There's so much stuff that's really good in this, it seems like. I guess I could cut Hordling Outburst. Maybe. It doesn't seem that indicative of our plan, although it does. Putting 3 bodies onto the field seems really good. I could cut a Dragon's Eye Savants, but that seems bad as well. I guess I could cut Valley Dasher. Especially if I'm leaving in Hordling Outburst, which is technically a creature. So we're still going to be at 14 creatures. That's okay, that's fair. So then I have to cut 3 more cards. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Man. God, I hate when I have so many good playables. First world problems. People are probably like, shut up, dude. You have like a fine deck. And I'm sure I do. But my point is that I don't really know what to cut. Yikes. I mean, I guess I could cut Crippling Chill, but Crippling Chill seems good too. I don't know. Jesus, I don't know what I want. Let's see. 21, 22, 26. I'd have to cut 3 more cards. Yeah, I don't even know, man. I can cut one Bringlow. That seems fine. I can probably cut... Actually, my curve seems pretty low. Could I... Well... Yeah, I don't go anywhere. I could probably cut... So this is 7, that's 21. That'd be 20, 21, 25. I'd still have to cut one more card if I wanted to play 16 land. I don't want to play 16 land. Jesus. Yeah, that seems bad. Let's cut a Crippling Chill. And I'll put back both my Bring Lows, but that 18, 19, 22. No, that'd be... Jesus. I can't math. This is 23 exactly. If I don't play Crippling Chill. But I want to play Crippling Chill. How do I play Crippling Chill? Or like at least a Bring Low? Right? Wouldn't I want to do that? These are questions that I have to ponder. And not the fun kind of pondering either. Not like the 1 mana you get to tutor stuff in your library ponder. In the meantime though, we can do our sideboard. We can talk a little bit about that. But man, I just don't know what to do. I'm having difficulty, guys. I really am. Hopefully you fine folks can appreciate that, because I really am having some difficulty with what to add and what to take out. There's just a lot of good stuff in here that seem. Oh no, I don't want that. Go away. Don't follow that link. That's not good. Yeah, maybe I should just take out Force Away and put my Bring Low back in. But if I do that, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think I'll take a Force Away out and then I'll put Bring Low back in. Maybe I want to take. Man, first, seriously though, this is annoying. I guess I already have 4 removal spells. Maybe Force Away is good. You know, we'll leave it as is, without the Bring Lows. Just, you know, we'll think about it. We'll think about how good it is. Because I forgot I had Aerostorm and Arc Lightning too. And that's, you know, that's different. That's important to have. Heart Piercer Bow. I'm really sure I'm not spelling that right, but that's fine. As many of you know, I can't math and I can't spell. So. And obviously, this is going to be Jank Bond. Clearly. Jank Bond, Jank Fall. Perfect. So our deck has been saved. All we have to do now is add our land, and it's looking like we've got 10 symbols, 9 symbols, 12 symbols, and 3 land already in it, which means we've got 14 lands to split relatively evenly among the 2. I am going to put... what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to do 6, that's 12, and then 2 would be 14, it'd be 5, and 4 is 14. So I think what we'll do is we'll do 5 islands. Oh, actually, no, we'll do 4 islands because all of my tap lands make blue mana. And then that'll mean I can do 5 plains. And 5 mountains. It gives me 6 red sources. I don't feel comfortable with that. I'm going to do 4 islands, 4 plains, and actually 6 mountains. So that I can get to my double stuff. Sounds like I'm looking for Oreos. But it is what it is. 6 mountain, 6 plains, 4 island. And Jank Bond, Jank Fall is ready and raring to go. Alright, folks, our deck is ready after a grueling set of stuff. But I will see all of you fine folks in round 1.